Hello and welcome to the Quiet Table, your space for chakra guidance and intuitive tarot messages. If this video found you, just trust that there may be something here for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you feel called to, please like and subscribe. Today's reading is a collective full moon message, and I'll be working with two decks, the traditional tarot deck along with chakra wisdom tarot, to explore what are the messages that's coming through for the collective. So I've already pulled the cards out. The first row is for the traditional cards and the second is for the chakra wisdom. So the first card here is we have the first row, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. And this is what the collective is really becoming aware of at the moment. This is what the full moon is revealing to the collective, where they're becoming aware of the mental self-silencing and the internal pressure that they've been putting on themselves. It's the self-betrayal and the overthinking that's causing this. When every time they withhold, they don't speak their truth, and they think that they are maintaining some semblance of peace here, and but what it's doing is it's actually causing them to feel dishonest internally. And this is not like, it's not coming from a malicious place. It is because they just they're trying to avoid conflict, any rejection, any disruption to this system that's been built around them. And that's what the collective is becoming aware of at this time. That they need to speak their truth here. While they might have had to do all of these things for survival so far, they're just tired of carrying this burden of silence and vigilance. That is what the collective is becoming aware of. And as we take that energy into the next card, which is the Six of Pentacles, this is what the collective is ready to release. It's this understanding that what does this unequalness in their energy, what they receiving, what they're giving, they're realizing these things, and they're ready to release these imbalanced exchanges where there's no reciprocity. They show up and they're always pouring in, holding in things and keeping things to themselves so they can maintain this false sense of peace and accepting what less than what they deserve. And they are understanding that this is not helping them in any way. This is not coming from a place of anger. It's not coming from a place of bitterness. It's just coming from an understanding of the self-respect. So that is a very powerful release here for the collective in terms of unequal exchanges, people pleasing, and just not equal give and take. And the final card beautifully sets this tone to close it off, that once they release this burden, what is going to happen is they're going to move into this energy and this clarity, where with the Six of Swords here, where they can move on peacefully. They're able to move on peacefully without over explaining, without trying to prove themselves in any way. They can see things from a higher perspective now. They don't need closure. They don't need this confrontation or explanation. Their peace is the only closure they need. They now understand this and they're willing to move on. And that's a beautiful card of inevitable transition here, which is not dramatic at all. It's just quiet and intentional in this moment. So they're just choosing peace here. So that's the traditional energies. And now as we move into these energies from a chakra wisdom standpoint, and how this release integrates energetically. We see the first chakra that's predominantly activated within the collective right now is that of the Fool, the red or the root chakra, where there's a change happening here around how the collective um, looks at safety, how they deal and feel about safety. The old patterns around what made them feel safe is dissolving. It's just moving. It's not working anymore. So now they are start having to start to question this feeling and these patterns, and now they're ready to move forward without answers, move forward without the traditional closure. They're starting to feel safe to move out of this survival based energies into something that's more faith led, and they are trusting their intuition more. So that's this is right now activating this chakra and this energy where they are learning to release the vigilance, you know. And as you move that, what does the collective need in order to restore this balance is the we have the strength here with the orange or the sacral chakra. The body is asking for emotional regulation here. That is as simple. With the sacral chakra, you're looking for um, balancing your feelings without getting overwhelmed here, without going too far with these feelings. You're choosing to be soft with yourself without betraying yourself. Before you pour out into the world, into other people, you are learning to pour in, into yourself and not betray yourself. You're learning to honor your boundaries without guilt, and choosing that softness is bringing this wonderful change in the collective where the emotional resilience is replaces the emotional endurance. Wow. Um, and the final card, once this integration happens, once this release happens, what is the energy that the collective is moving to is the Knight of Coins, the blue or the throat chakra, which is just perfectly fitting for this entire reading to close it out, that there's quiet confidence now, and a grounded self expression where your actions are going to speak louder than your words ever did. You are going to show up consistently with integrity, not and reliability, and not depending on these triggers and things and these inherent old patterns that kept you from speaking your truth. Now you're choosing not to over explain from a very grounded place rather than feeling forced to be silent like before. So that is a really big change that's happening with the collective, where they're just living their truth quietly. As we close off this reading, I mean, it's just the collective is just graduating here from that survival mode into more grounded, self trusting um, person. So I'd like to close this reading with just a little affirmation that you can speak to yourself as we close this day, that I release the need to over explain and move forward in quiet truth, which is just fitting for this entire read. Thank you for sitting at the quiet table with me. Until next time, choose peace and trust your inner timing. Thank you.